All right, guys, good morning. It's the Mashup on SiriusXM Hits 1. Stanley T, it's a Friday.
Oh, yeah, hopefully it's a payday for you, Shang-Chi! And boy, do we have a treat for you.
Yes, we do. His new album is out today, and he's back to co-host the show for a little bit. Very, very excited. Louis Tomlinson is back.
Hello. Thanks for having me again. Good to see you
Hey,
all.
always good to see you, man.
Congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, big day for me today. It's probably been like 4 years in the making,
Yeah.
so I've been
12
looking
new
forward
tracks.
to this very day. Yeah, I'm very excited.
Not only did your album come out, but your schedule's a little packed today.
Yeah.
Like,
Little bit.
Crazy,
the
man.
last 24 hours, right, for up to now. Tell
Yes.
people what you've been doing.
Well, it's today that's proper crazy because yesterday we did Fallon and it was like I just had sound checks, that was all right, and then did the show. But today, got up at about 4 to do my first warm up. You guys are probably used to waking up at this time in the morning. I'm not very good at it. You know what I mean? So, and then we've just been at the Today Show to sound check, run over here to do this interview, back to Today's Show to do the show. So so proper release day as it should be. Yeah.
Now, are you somebody who knows your schedule, or you just are like, where am I going, and just like let people just like kind of drag you around?
It kind of a bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah. I am always checking my phone to remind myself it's schedule.
Right,
and I selectively forget some things.
I'm
and
sure.
then get frustrated at management for them being in there. Yeah.
You know what? I wanted to ask you, your son recently turned 4,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
and
man.
I never realized how much he looks just like you.
Double
man.
Doppelganger.
Oh, my God, he just looks just like you.
And when I was his age, like even I look even more like him. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
so
all the
what
time.
did you do? Did you guys do anything special? What did you do for Freddie's birthday?
Just spent the day with him. Really, just dressed the room up, made it look nice, and cakes and presents.
Okay.
Pretty normal, but it was fun. Really nice.
It's so funny because we were speculating about what the party might have looked like, and I was convinced it was a rager, there was a DJ. I mean, you guys got down.
Well, that's what the parties for Nicole's
That's next
kids
year.
are like.
That's next year. Yeah, next year. Yeah, when he's 5 at least.
Well, no, but Nicole was like, wait a minute, he got a cupcake?
That's
like, Nicole expected like a giant
Oh, don't
three-tier
worry, I
wedding.
got him a fat cake. He got a big cake from me. Yeah.
Now, I know it feels so good, obviously, to hear what your fans think about your music, but I mean, I felt like really warm in my heart when I saw Liam
bless him,
tweet
yeah.
like all his support and his love and just basically saying that he loves you and it's so exciting and just that you got through like so much and he's so supportive of you. I just think it's amazing.
Yeah, it's lovely. I think we're all supportive with each other still, which I think is a testament of our relationship together. And it's amazing and also a nice little moment for the fans. I think to see that we're still supporting each other. Definitely.
When you are like in the studio and you're trying out a new song, do you or any of the boys ever send a song and be like, what do you think about this? Or does that not happen?
Personally, I did more at the start of my career. I think when I was kind of looking for that opinion a bit more. But I think since I found my feet, it doesn't really, it's kind of, we just hear it on the radio,
Now, I know you got a little reflective about your life in the album. Is there one particular lyric or song that's really hard for you to hear?
No, not hard for me to hear, really. I think that's what I was lucky. I think being honest and at times being vulnerable in the lyric kind of comes easy to me. So it's not like listening back that, it's heavy for me.
Right. One of the songs in the album, The Two of Us, which is about your mom. Was that therapeutic for you to...
Definitely. Excuse me. I feel like every session I was in, I've said this before, every session that I was in, it kind of lacked significance. I knew that I had to write this song, and it was hard to write anything else until I'd kind of got through that stage, really. And it was an amazing experience for me, and an experience as a songwriter I haven't had before. People were coming up to me and telling me what those lyrics mean to them. And it's an emotionally heavy song, but the fact that there's a positive to it, and people share these positive stories with me, like that's really cool for me, definitely.
Now, I'm sure you have people that you trust, right? When you go in the studio, you trust. Like, does this sound good? Is this something that should be on the album? Do you ever play your music for your lady? Do you trust her?
Course,
Is she part of that?
Of course, yeah. My girlfriend and my mates. It's really important to get people's feedback, I think, definitely.
All right.
Well, have you seen yourself, because it did take a little bit longer than some people to put an album together, did you see yourself growing as a songwriter or as a musician from when you first started doing it to today?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a couple of songs in the album that I wrote literally like 3 years ago, and I think if you listen to them in comparison to songs like Kill My Mind or Walls, I think you can kind of see the growth as a songwriter. There's a bit more maturity, I think.
All right, well, there's a lot more we want to know.
Yes.
The album's out today. Sticking around, Louis Tomlinson's on the Mashup. This is Hits 1. All right, good morning. It's the Mashup on SiriusXM Hits 1. Stan, you know it's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully, it's a payday for you, Cha-ching! And a treat, too, because Louis Tomlinson is in the building. Yes.
Now
Walls
it
out
is-
everywhere.
I
today.
love that energy this time of morning, man.
Yeah,
You
man.
need a medal or something.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I just read the funniest thing ever, and I need
on.
to know if
Okay.
it's true.
Here we go. Go on.
Somebody asked you about your most embarrassing moment ever. Did you really throw up at a stadium in front of like thousands of people?
60,000 people, to be specific.
What caused you to throw up?
Combination of a few things. Lack of fitness. I do smoke quite a lot, and I'm not going to lie, I'd been smoking a bit on that day. And also, I got absolutely crippled by this guy. He's about 16 stone, this professional, and he trying to make a name for himself. And I actually got a pretty bad injury after that. But anyway, so I've got the impact. I'm already feeling a little bit wheezy because of my fitness anyway. And I remember just stumbling off the pitch, signalling for a sub. And I walked off, and I knew it was coming. And it's kind of that moment that some of us might have had when you leave the club, and there might be 20 people looking at you, you know. And it was like I did, and I was like, I know it's coming. And then there was some awful pap photos out there. I mean, like they got every angle. Yeah, it was pretty dark for me. But I thought, it's only up from here.
Yeah.
It's never going to be that bad again.
And
Yeah.
those type of things happen in slow motion. Like you feel it happening. It's like, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
honey.
It was pretty ruthless.
All right.
No, you mentioned that you're a smoker, and I know a lot of artists that they're just horrified of smoke. They're scared that it'll mess up their voice. Do you have problems with that, or do you just plow through it?
I've always smoked, so it's kind of like ever since I've been in band, so it's all I've known really. My vocal coach says we always work with all the elements, and that's one of them, I think. So there you go. Yeah.
All right.
Fair enough.
Whatever works.
Now,
Yeah.
Everyone who stops by, they ask a question for the next person. So someone left one for you. It's time to get yours.
Oh, okay.
This comes from Alec Benjamin.
Hey, I'm Alec Benjamin, and my question for you is, what is the worst smell in the world?
Wow. That's a big question. The worst smell. Instinctively, I'm just going back to school, and there's that hum that hums around in the corridors. There's a few people that smell pretty bad. So yeah, I'd go for that. That's one of the more random morning questions I've been asked for sure. Yeah.
Are you one of those dads who, when you're changing a diaper, is full on dry heaving? Because my husband literally cannot get through a diaper without being like, I'm just like, get it together.
I'm not so bad because I've had to change a lot of nappies because I've always grown up with kids in the house, and I have actually been pooed on by Freddie. So
Wait, what happened? That's a story we need to hear.
I don't want to go into it too much, but I thought he was finished. He wasn't finished. I found out the hard way. Yeah.
Do you realize this, that the kids actually when they do the number 2, it's not that bad until they start eating meat. When they start eating meat, then it gets worse. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just breaking it down to you.
No,
right?
you're right, man. You're right. It all changes from there on.
Right?
Louis Tomlinson's here. Walls is out today. We've got a bunch of questions. Fans have left some questions for you.
Cool.
We're going to do that next on the Mashup. This is Hits 1. All right, guys, good morning. It's the Mashup on SiriusXM Hits 1. Nicole, release day.
Yeah.
Louis Tomlinson is here. You're taking your coat. You're getting
Yeah.
comfortable.
Getting comfy. Don't worry about me.
That's right. Walls is out. Download that baby.
Now, there's a picture, or I think it's a video of you signing, I don't know whether they're posters or CDs, on not a scale. About how long does it take for you to actually, do you sit there for hours signing these things?
I did quite a lot of signing in One Direction, but never in one stint did I do as much as I've done on this album. I think I did like at least 3 12-hour days. It is relentless. And you'd be surprised how little you can get through in an hour.
Have you ever seen a fake autograph of yours?
Oh, yeah, on eBay and stuff. Yeah. And they look really shit as well. You're just looking at it like, wow.
You can tell right away it wasn't you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we have some questions from Twitter. Lexi asked this question, and if you can answer it, it would be cool. If you could have any celebrity's number, phone number, cell number, whether they're living or deceased, who would that celebrity be?
I'm trying to think.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, living or deceased.
I'll go with a really random one. I'll get Elton John's number, and we'll go out on the piss.
Okay.
It's not random. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lexi.
Lottie wants to know, do you think that you're going to get a tattoo to mark the release of this album?
hadn't thought about it until you said that, but since I've got so many stupid ones, it would probably make sense that I have a relevant one on my body. So yeah,
There you go.
maybe.
Bella wants to know if you find yourself feeling like you were a little too honest or personal while you were writing this album.
No, I don't think so. I think that's what I've almost used that to my advantage, really. It's been kind of like my foundation for my writing. So, yeah, it kind of comes natural to me.
Okay, Lottie asks, do you think you'll get a tattoo?
I just asked that.
Oh, my bad.
Cool.
I'm sorry.
I know it's early.
Shows you how much I was listening to calls
I'm
sometimes. So my bad. Amelia asks, will you be taking... how hard is it for you to be away from Freddie while you're on tour?
Oh, obviously. I mean, I can only preempt what that feeling might be like now, because obviously I haven't toured myself.
And this is a world tour. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to be very busy. Yeah, obviously, it's difficult. But, you know, I'm a singer, and that's what it is. And every time I spend time with them, I have some really lovely quality time. So, yeah.
And honestly, with FaceTime now, like, I mean, when my parents left me when I was a kid, that was a wrap. I didn't see them or like really hear from them until they picked me up a week later. So
yeah, FaceTime's amazing for that. Definitely
changes everything.
Yeah.
The most important question, Maria wants to know your thoughts on Baby Yoda.
Come on.
What?
That's the series on Disney Plus.
The Mandalorian.
I don't know about it. I literally
okay.
don't know about it, actually. Yeah, I'll have a look.
Well, Harry said, do you have that Harry thing?
Yeah. It's like
just
a smaller
basically
Yoda.
a smaller Yoda. And
Okay. Yeah, pretty
cutest thing.
self-explanatory then.
Yeah,
Really.
really.
Well, Louis, thank you so much for coming in. We're
No worries.
so excited, and thank you so much that we got the album today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Good to see you.
Now, really quickly,
Go on.
the Today Show, give us a scoop. What can we expect?
A song called Walls.
There you go.
There you go.
Walls, the album, available everywhere today. Downloaded. Louis Tomlinson, always a pleasure.
Thanks
to talk to you,
again.
man.
Thanks again. Good to see you.
All right. This is Hits 1.